A rivalry that started as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the USC Trojans. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you step onto the field for a USC football game, you know you are in the heart of history. Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles has seen more sports than you can imagine. Hosting 2 Summer Olympics in 1932 and 84, it is also set to return for a 3rd Olympic trial in 2028. It was opened in 1923, and more history has happened in the Coliseum than anywhere else in college sports. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Carr. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. Reads it, fires complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick release by the QB. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
It's Jordan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push, and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right, we could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Calls his own number. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
To the air, it's Mayava. He's got him.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Here come the Irish back on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They feed him again. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on 1st down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Makes a catch. Finds a crease at the 20. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line in this
on an offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Going to the run, it's Mobley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Got his man. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throws for the tight end. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good at zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air. It's Mayaba. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, and this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run play action. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jordan. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Creates a little room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Carr. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Pulls and fires complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. Unloads quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Throwing, Carr, under fire. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Running inside, it's Mobley. He did everything he could to find enough running room, and he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Caught. Still on his feet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work. not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Pucks it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. The run inside. It's Jordan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
Got his man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our wraparound with Clemson, taking on the number 11 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Clemson, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble.
22. Check.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
22-90 Mountain.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Carr on play action. Now rolling to the left. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Running inside, it's Mobley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Break. Ready.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Forced down in the pocket. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. Snags it, and there's running room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll try to power their way ahead. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, it's complete.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big third down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Booster! Let it go!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ready to get moving. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one, 3rd down and 3 coming. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewall for the 2nd straight play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll go to the counter play. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Fires quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Headed for the 4th quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Miller. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys.
1st down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Now from inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Trojans! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barres. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Carr. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Back open in the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Again, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Running inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They go right back to it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Irish. They move on top here in the fourth. The Irish punch back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Thanks to grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Gets it to the back. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I'll tell you, on offense, I don't know if that's the guy I'd be attacking, especially at this point of the game, fourth quarter. He's one of the best in the country. He knocks that one down. I think there's other places you can go with the football here.
This time on target.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Play action, Carr. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Throwing, Carr. They're setting up the screen. At the 35, caught, and he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it down the middle.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And this to tie us up in the final minute. And he got it! They tied the game in the final seconds.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Mobley.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they score first here in overtime. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They got it. The aggressive play call pays off, and they're up by 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Firing toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone. And I love the vision right here by the cornerback. Seeing the quarterback the whole way. Breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it can go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
3rd and goal, and they have to find a way to get a touchdown. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. He's loose down the left side. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame